Hello, I'm Hitendra Patel. I am the Global Director of the Action Program. My objective today is to share with you how you can use this program in a way that can give you successful outcomes. We have clients who are from big companies and we've got clients who are from nonprofits. And in each case, companies should be looking for growth. What we would like you to pay attention to as a client is 4 key ideas that will make you successful. 1 is your commitment to the program. 2, your understanding of the process. 3, you being tight with the logistics. Finally, giving feedback on a regular basis to make sure you get the best outcomes from the students. We've got mentors who will help you to make sure that they are interfacing between the students and yourself to make sure the students stay on track. You'll be expected to be there for 4 meetings, for 4 hours. And in each of the meetings, there are different sets of outputs that are expected from you, and students will give you also their presentation ideas around that. And the mentor will tell you what the dates are, where the locations are, and if you do that quickly, and just make sure it's locked into your agenda, then you'll not have to worry about it later on, and you'll have higher satisfaction from your students because they know exactly where to be, you know where you need to be, the mentor knows where he needs to be, and together it's a great outcome.
From the HULT support perspective, the things that we really care about the most are experience. The experience of the students, the experience of you, the client, the experience of the mentors. We want to make sure that everyone has the most positive experience that they can possibly get out of this action project.
The simple advice is treat these students as if they're your own staff, whether from the inside or consultants working from the outside, that are working on the important problem and challenge you provided to them.
So as a mentor, there are 2 key things that we serve as for you in terms of the HULT action projects. The first thing is we are your interface to the program and to the students. The second thing is that we are a filter for you so that you don't get inundated with emails and phone calls from the students themselves.
Understand that process, your role in it, what the students are doing, and how to use that process to get the students to challenge, go beyond simply what is the status quo, beyond the norm, and really stretch their imaginations, stretch their insights, get out of the box, get out in the marketplace, talk to potential customers, potential partners, do that along the continuum of the process.
In terms of communication, it's important to keep your challenge statement well defined from the very beginning.
Another area that's critical to the success of this, and obviously just about any endeavor, is clarity and consistency of communication. So what we found in the past, again, is to the extent that we can have frequent communication, and that may be between you and the coach mentor often, and then to the teams, but also directly to the teams. The students really see this as an action program, so it's not an academic research program, and the extent that you can continue to communicate your commitment to that as well, it is very helpful.
As a mentor, I will be the main point of contact between you and the students. In terms of logistics, let's try to agree as early as possible the dates and time for the 4 student meetings.
In terms of logistics, we as mentors will help you schedule the dates and times when you will meet the students. I know that you have pre-scheduled that before the beginning of the program, but we will confirm that to you during the launch of the program itself. The second thing that we will confirm with you is the actual location of the meeting place.
As a student working on a busy schedule and slightly anxious about dealing with a real business problem, it helped to have a schedule in advance to help us prepare and practice for the client. It also made a world of a difference to have the client present and on time during our presentations.
Clearly, senior participation in person in the meetings is really important, and we want to continue to stress that. But if things come up and somebody can't be at the actual meeting, we can make arrangements for videocon or telecon to make sure that there are ways that we can continue to keep you engaged.
When you meet with the student teams, please give them direct honest feedback. No sugarcoating. We have found during the experience living through these 6 weeks that teams that receive that feedback, understand it, can really make turnarounds. We've had teams that have been ranked at the bottom based on feedback from their client sponsors. They've taken it really hard, and they've learned from it.
There are many points during the program wherein you will give feedback to the students. One is during the presentations themselves, wherein after each presentation or team presentation, you're going to tell them what they did well and what they didn't do very well. The second part of that feedback process is at the end of the presentations of all the teams, wherein you will give 3 parts of the feedback. The first is you are going to rank all the teams from 1 to 5. The second part is you're going to tell them what to improve on and what they did very well. The third thing is you're going to tell them what they should focus on in the next phase of the program.
So it's not only feedback on their presentation style, the content, the thoroughness of what they've done up to that point, but guidance on what you'd like to see them do and focus on in the next period of time.
Receiving consistent and constructive feedback gives us clarity. The better we understand the problem or what the pain of the client is, then we can focus our efforts better and therefore deliver better results.
We found that the question and answer session critical during the main presentation as a moment to truly engage with the client and wanted to get as much feedback as possible from the client during this process.
I would strongly recommend that you come to campus. That's where our students are alive, and that's when they can meet you and really greet you in terms of social interaction. I think the closing event is almost as exciting as the primer, especially because that's when we hear all the results and we can really measure how the company clients feel about the outcomes. This is something that every year excites the students and the mentors, and I also see the company clients network actively with other company representatives who have been contributing in the action projects.
If there's one strong encouragement I would have for you is share your own passions about your business and inspire the passions of your students.